Welcome back in, everybody. Cybercats in that last game kept it a little bit even, a little bit more even than we saw in the first series. But in the end, Navi Jr. was just able to run over them, doing a lot of damage with Templar Assassin running away with that game. MKB came out, so that Radiance for Chira Jr. It was a good idea, the Radiance on the Ember Spirit, but it just didn't pay off, trying to burn through those refraction charges a little bit quicker. In the end, it wasn't enough to win them the game. And yeah, Juice with the MKB coming out was just able to rip through everybody. Even got himself the Swift Blink, the Hurricane Pike coming through, Desolator, and the BKB. And yeah, PMA, you look at the Dragon Knight, he went straight Blink, BKB into the Ags, nothing fancy, no Meteor Hammers, no ACs, no Manta Styles, nothing like that. Just straight up into the items that would have given him enough momentum here, the control, the survivability as well. Did go for a Skadi a little bit later on. So that came out just before the game ended, and yeah, that big fight that came out here from the side of Cybercats versus versus Navi. DK Focus tried to go for the Hex, and this as well, but he just seemed like he was being controlled every time he tried to get into the fight after that BKB and worn off. And yet, the Rubik got a couple of pulverizers off, stole the pulverize from DK Focus, was able to turn around, even getting the kill on DK Focus with the pulverizer himself. So Navi Jr. this time go back for the Disruptor. It's going to be the Ench on the Death Prophet ban, the Broodmother, as well as the Pangolibian ban out here for Cybercats. So what are we going to see? And what will come out? Nature's Prophet still available against Snapfire. Disruptor's already come out.
10 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster, Lycan, Dragon Knight, all these sorts of heroes
remaining.
that we do see being picked up, fairly popular. Undyne as well as Clockwork being left in there, the Rubik being left in there as well. So we'll see just what Cybercats want to go towards this time.
Radiant team pick.
Could be the Tiny. Okay. Tiny Snapfire, maybe? Tiny Nature's Prophet. Okay. Probably going to be, what, Tiny 4? I've seen a couple of Tiny mids. Whether Chira Jr. wants to play that, whether he feels comfortable playing that as well as Navi Jr. just goes straight for the Primal Beast. Primal Beast Disruptor is a really good combo because the Nature's Prophet wants to be coming into the lanes with the Treants, pushing lane, throwing out harass, and the Disruptor Primal Beast will just be able to run the Nature's Prophet, trample down these Treants when he comes out around level 3 as well on the Primal Beast. So it is a very nice combo to come through with. You get the lockdown in the kinetic field as well, so they can't even run themselves away from the trample.
Dire team ban.
And then if the Prophet tries to leave by TP, if he thinks, aha, there's not enough damage to kill me while I TP out, you get glimpsed back. And all of a sudden, you end up straight up dead. So Cybercats, they ban out the puck. Like I say, the panel is going as well here as a Clockwork. Navi Jr., what do they want to be banning out?
5 seconds.
What do they not feel like playing here? Is it enough that, because the Nature's Prophet's here, so do they want to ban out like the Lycans, the Enigmas? The Death Prophet already has ban out. You're trying to take out these double push heroes. Okay, they take away the AM, so maybe thinking this is actually going to be the DK Focus, or maybe even the Chira Jr. Nature's Prophet. We just take away the AM, just in case as well. You can never be too careful with anti-mages.
Dire team ban.
Draw Ranger being taken away by Cybercats. Do you think the Draw Ranger would have been enough? I suppose you have the front line from the Primal Beast and the Disruptor that could do, delay and keep the pushing from coming out. But we've seen the Draw Ranger today. That first game got absolutely run over.
5 seconds.
So the Draw, maybe Cybercats, they wouldn't have the same lineup, they wouldn't have the same picks. But yeah, the Draw Ranger going to be the ban here from Cybercats. I wanted Navi Jr. to get that.
Radiant team ban.
Ursa comes out for Navi. So yeah, Navi, they are thinking this is going to be the not position 1 Nature's Prophet here. And we'll see if it really is going to be that Alberca Prophet. I don't know if he plays it. Let me just take a look on the Pro Tracker, see what's happening.
10 seconds remaining.
See what he's been playing in pubs recently as well.
Remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Rubik
As the Rubik comes out from Cybercats. I think I did this last time as well, and they didn't have Alberca on the Pro Tracker. Is his Dota buff going?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, there it is. There it is. So what's he been going out? Nature's
5
Prophet. He actually did
seconds
go for Nature's
remaining.
Prophet. Sniper's coming out as well. Nagas and Kunkers, but he's played a few Nature's Prophet games in the last 10. What's that? 1, 2, 4? 4-ish Nature's Prophets games. So yeah, on the Pro Tracker at least,
Dire
you're looking
team
towards
pick.
that. Navi, they go back to the Dragon Knight. Yeah, may as well. It looked pretty good in that last game. You know,
Radiant
they've got
team
an answer
pick.
to if it's going to be anywhere on the lane now with the Snapfire, the Primal Beast, and the Dragon Knight coming out. If you want to run this Nature's Prophet in the safe lane, you're going to be coming up against the Primal Beast. Ooh, Primal Beast Snapfire for the cookie engagement and the slow. Maybe you run this Disruptor in the safe
10
lane.
seconds
Yeah, and the Primal
remaining.
Beast Snapfire off lane. So if you come against him in the off lane
5
with the Primal Beast and
seconds
Snapfire, you will
remaining.
just be able to burst through the treants. Dragon Knight in the mid lane as well. Doesn't really worry about the Prophet coming in because you will have that breathe fire. You know, the Dragon Tail to get the stun as well. You do a lot of damage. You've got the Dragon's Blood for the regen and the extra armor, so you should be fine on all three lanes
Dire
here. But I
team
wonder if
back.
Cybercats go for. They're going to pick up the OD. I'm just thinking 3 big strength heroes on the side of Navi Junior. Do they run this Nature's Prophet in the safe and go for the Timbersaw here, or Navi? Are they going to ban this one out? Color coordinated as well. You know, we've got the red team from Navi playing on the Dire,
10
so they are
seconds
theme
remaining.
perfect now. So looking at other red heroes they could probably pick up now.
5 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
will I? Yeah, they're looking pretty good in terms of carry. What would they want to go for up against an OD?
Radiant
I
team
assume it's going to be a BKB builder to come out here. And again, this is kind of the thing that I'm not sure what Juice's hero pool is, as they ban out the
Dire
Beastmaster.
team ban.
So would you go for something like the Terrorblade? Go for that early pickup on the BKB here, the Scouty to come out of the Manta Style as well, just try and force down, do a lot of damage. I don't know how useful Monkey King is in this lane with the 3 ranged heroes coming out. In fact, both sides.
10
It is
seconds remaining.
fairly, you know, we've got the green theme here on Cybercats.
5
So
seconds
the
remaining.
green team playing on the Radiant
ban.
with the green logo. Yeah, Navi Junior, they ban out the Timbersaw.
Dire team pick.
And the TA being banned out for Navi Junior, so looking pretty good. You still have heroes like the Slark that could come out, as well as again that Templar. Excuse me, the Terrorblade. Even a Morphling wouldn't be too bad if he steals the OD's form.
10
Maybe.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, we'll see what it's going to be. Navi Junior, again, they've got a great
5
fighting lineup here as well.
seconds
Cybercats, they could look to get some push. As Navi Junior, a minute and a half to think about this final pick, and Cybercats can respond. Oh, excuse me, to anything that Navi pick up. So what do they want to be going towards? Either offlane or carry. I mean, this is going to be the Navi Junior carry coming out, and they will be able to flex this Nature's Prophet into the position where they like it. So Navi Junior. I mean, there's the slight chance that you're in the Dragon Knight carry. Coming out for that, but Navi Junior probably not going to be what they want. You probably want to run this in the mid lane. You know, the Primal Beast is, I want to say the Snapfire in the off lane. And then what? Disruptor.
Radiant team
Monkey
pick.
King might not be too bad. Storm Spirit, no. Okay, so it is going to be the carried Dragon Knight. Maybe carried Primal Beast. Yeah, they've already banned out the AM here as well. Storm Spirit might suffer a little bit to the OD in the lane, you know, when these Astrals starts to come through, but the Storm Spirit actually puts out a lot of damage as well.
10
Gets a decent
seconds
amount of
remaining.
right-click damage off, so he will be relying on the ball line to get himself, you know, zip-zapping around the
5
fights. But
seconds
overall,
remaining.
the right-click coming out from the Storm Spirit, it's not awful here. And Navi Junior, a really good lineup again. They ban out this Timbersaw as well. So we'll see what Cybercats want to respond with. It looks like it will be that Dragon Knight carry, and sometimes when it's a Dragon Knight carry, we see a Radiance build for the Dragon Knight. I think it was Ramses that did it in Division 1. Every time he got the Dragon Knight, he went for the Radiance into the Manta Style, into the Ags. Or Radiance into the Ags, into the Manta Style. But, you know, all three of those items were core on his build. just left the engagement to the rest of his team with the Snapfire and the Storm Spirit as well as a Primal Beast. He doesn't really need to be the one blinking in and going for the engagement, so he can skip over the Blink Dagger. Like I said, go straight into maybe the Aghanims if he wants to, or the Radiance. We'll get a Blink at some point in the game because the Blink is just nice to follow up with. But you don't really need to go for it right off the bat. In fact, you might not even go for it and just go straight for the BKB instead of the Blink. So yeah, instead of the Blink BKB, you look for the Radiant Spill coming into the Man Style and the Axe to come through as well on the Dragon Knight, and then potentially back into the BKB. The Blink Dagger might be a luxury item if you want to get like a Swift Blink out or like an Overwhelming Blink, something like that onto Juice. Meanwhile, DK Focus gets the Doom. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Infernal Blade's going to be nice for the max HP damage that it can do to the Dragon Knight in the lane, but even when the Scorched Earth's being used, Dragon Knight's going to get the points into the Dragon's Blood. And, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. What do you pick up against a Dragon Knight carry? So the DK Focus, I mean, in the fights as well, if you can get the Doom off onto the Storm Spirit, DK Focus, you can have a lot of impact that way. Lock down onto the Primal Beast, because at some point you're probably going to go for the Stomp. On the Doom here, you take that away from the Centaur. If you can get yourself on top of the Primal Beast, he doesn't have that BKB going. You can stop him from getting that onslaught either into the fight or out of the fight. Cybercats, again, they got a bit of a telling off from NAVI Jr. in that last game, so they are looking to get themselves back into it. We've seen the Rubik do quite well against the Primal Beast coming into the fights later on, so Primal Beast needs to be very aware when he gets that Pulverize off, so because he can't cast anything else while that Pulverize is going, so either needs to get the Rubik killed first before they use it, or the Rubik being the one that they lock down. This is going to be game number 2. Again, NAVI Jr., a single game up here, but first before we find out which way it's going to go, we're going to take a word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, as we come right back into this, we'll see. It's going to be a 5-man smoke from both sides. And both, smoke breaks on the Storm Spirit now as well. So Storm Spirit, he's got that ward down in the mid lane. So he's parked his ward here. We'll see if there's going to be a contest coming out from the side of Cybercats, maybe to try and get the D ward off. Maybe if they even knew that was going down there. But yeah, the side of NAVI Jr., they're looking for a big wraparound. Maybe using Raymond as bait. Smoke breaks now. DK Focus in the trees. Maybe looking for this reveal. They don't have any vision. They don't have any knowledge. So they back themselves away. Just going to try and take this rune. Blocking themselves out behind the trees now as well. And Riddy's... Is it going to be days on the Disruptor? So looking what the position for Disruptor, so the Dragon Knight and the Snapfire in the lane. We'll see if they want to go 3 heroes here from the side of NAVI Jr. It looks like they're going to go for both River Wards. Excuse me, both River Runes. DK Focus stepping up. Does he want to try and come in now? I mean, the Dragon Tail is out, so if anyone tries to step up now, Scorched Earth will be used. You've got the Juice going to run himself away. Yeah, Jesvi actually does get the contest off, doing a lot of damage onto Rizzi's now as well. DK Focus with the chase down with that Scorched Earth. It will be wearing off. Riddy's gets himself... Oh, he's got himself 6 tangles as well as we take a look at the odds. NAVI Jr. still not the favourites into this one after that first game. EGB still giving Cybercats the favouritism in these odds by about just over the over the 1.1. Okay, we'll see if that's how it's going to play out here, because that last game, it was pretty close. That last fight, if it had gone either way, that could have been the game ender there for Cybercats, and we could be saying, oh, Cybercats, 1 game up, NAVI looking for this first win of the series. But Cybercats, looking in this game, at least to get some punishment out. And again, the Scorched Earth onto the Dragon Knight, once he gets a few points into the Dragon's Blood, won't be as punishing. Dragon Tail comes out now as well. Scatter Blast onto DK Focus, but DK Focus with the 6 armor as well as the 1 coming through. The 2 Ironwood branches as well. Pretty tanky boy here, this Doom. He is literally unkillable. A decent amount of damage onto Rizzy. We'll take a look at the bottom lane as well. Alberca playing this Nature's Prophet, so it will be the position 1 on the Prophet. Going straight towards the Power Treads. At least a tiny... If he doesn't get caught out by a glimpse or something, at least a tiny could stop the Onslaught Trample coming in with his Avalanche Toss. Speaking of Trample, coming through here, trying to clean up onto the creeps. Glimpse gets used. onto the Tiny, just to mess with him, just to wind him up a little bit. You know, play him around, get a bit of damage here from Daze onto Force Majeure. And we'll see. I mean, the toss will be used here, so the damage coming through onto PMA, but PMA doesn't really care again. They're going to have regen on these heroes. Disruptor with the 3 tangos, already using some of them. Primal Beast with his own tangos. Level 2. Does he want to go for the point in the onslaught? Maybe go for a point in the uproar. It is going to be the onslaught to come through. So yeah, the Sprout doesn't stop that from Alberca. You have to rely on the Avatars to come through from Force Majeure. If you want to stop that trample from PMA, the onslaught trample in. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, just keep an eye on this. Let me just flick over to see how that mid lane is going. Looks like they're both going to head towards these wards, runes. I keep calling them wards. Yeah, going to be going towards the runes here in the mid lane now as well. The Astral comes out to Raymond. And Kira Jr. going straight in towards that Meteor Hammer now as well. The overload damage coming through from Raymond though. Is he going to just keep committing this onto Kira? Actually looking to get the farm up with it here as well. Raymond though, once he hits that level 6, I assume we'll start to look to pressure out the side lanes here. Lost himself 124 max mana from Kira. Back on the top. How's it looking? It's not awful for the Dragon Knight, you know. It's really not. Snarfire will be taking some harass. The max health damage coming through from the Infernal Blade as well. So, DK Focus opting for the Infernal Blade before the Devour. Let's see at level 3 if he wants to go for the point in the Devour. Or maybe just get a second point. If he wants to get Harassy onto Juice, look for a second point into the Infernal Blade. Level 3 on the Doom, not made his mind up just yet here. As Raymond moves himself out towards the Bounty Rune. If he really needs to, he can hit level 5, get another point into the Remnants and start moving himself into the jungle. It will leave the lane free for Kira to push into. You know, to look towards that tier 1 tower, maybe get himself a quick Meteor Hammer and a quick tier 1. But Raymond, even if he just looks for the stacks, you know, to on one camp using these Remnants to get the kill, and then gets himself back into the lane to get ahead of the OD. Because really, Storm, even with the Astrals coming out of the bottom lane now as well, it looks like Force Majeure going to be taking a lot of damage. Avalanche will be used. Do they have enough of the onslaught in? They do. One more right click and PMA. He gets the first blood there up against the Tiny. Top lane though. Telekinesis will be used. Got the juice. Going to be fine. He's got himself away. He's got his life. And he's even got the regen to come through now from the Dragon's Blood. 2 points into that here for the DK. DK Focus still pushing through onto the tier 1. Looking to see what he can. I mean, Scatterblast will be used here. The cookie comes through as well. Connects onto the Doom. The Doom, when Infernal Blade, it was cancelled off mid-swing by the Dragon Tail. So DK Focus, I mean, again, he's got a decent amount of regen to come through. He's still got himself a couple of tangos. The wand here as well. So it's not awful for the Doom in the lane. Trading out the farm, close to the Dragon Knight's farm potential here as well. The 20 last hits to the 24 of the Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight getting a few denies in. But then again, so is the Doom. And yeah, I actually opted for a second point in the Scorched Earth over the Devour. So this isn't going to be the quick Hand of Midas, Devour, you know, max out the Devour Doom that we used to see in here. It's actually going to be looking like a Greaves mana boots to come out here for DK Focus. So potentially into the Greaves, into the pipe for that protection for his rest of his team. Chase down now again, Ridis. There will be that Infernal Blade now as well. The stun from the Telekinesis. But the Dragon Tail will be used once again. Cookie to come out. No, got the juice. Just wants to back himself away. Bracer coming out now for the Dragon Knight as well. So actually looks like it's going to be the Falcon's Blade here for the Dragon Knight. Into the Blink Dagger. So no Radiance to come out right off the bat here for the DK. Raymond, how is he looking? He's looking banished. How is he looking? Level 6 on Chira Jr. now as well. Doesn't have the mana for that. Sandy Scissor Clips if he wants to drop the hammer. Bottom lane now as well. Alberca actually going to be able to get himself around this trample, doing a hell of a lot of damage now. Can he get himself out? These trains starting to stack up the damage onto the Primal Beast. And yeah, Daze, he's playing close, but not too close, because an Avatos to come through from the Tiny on the back lines. He's going to be seen now as well. Daze moves himself away. The Avalanche connects. There's that toss back, but the Onslaught will be here now as well. The Treants is going to be enough damage. The Glimpse comes out as well. Alberca, Force Majeure. They get the kill into Daze, but it looks like with trample damage, one more right click. PMA with that instant revenge. Getting the kill onto Alberca in the lane. And Alberca, he's really not going to be happy with that. Okay, he's going to laugh it off. But again, he might be laughing, but I'm pretty sure he's furious about going down there. Raymond in the jungle, using these remnants as well as the overload to try and get some farm out. Yeah, even going to be able to get the skeletons off top lane though. DK focused. You've got that siege creep coming in. Got the juice telekinesis. Did they actually get the kill onto the Dragon Knight here? No. There's going to be the rotation coming in from Daze now as well. DK focus locked down in the kinetic field. Can they turn it around? Is this just going to be enough to force DK focus away? The glimpse comes out. Where's that cookie? It will connect. Got the juices playing away because he's pretty down low on the health of the Fade Bolt. It connects and DK focus is going to be able to get the kill. Oh, he uses the chain lightning to come out now as well. DK focus, it might cost him his life, but he's going to be chuffed with that. Because it feels like he was going to go down anyone now as well. GSV, can he get himself away from this one? Trying to break the vision. The cookie won't be there. The pull comes through, but, I mean, Daze the cookie. It stops the neutrals. The glimpse comes back now as well. GSV, the damage, it should be enough. One more right click, and Riddies will pick it up. But yeah, the Dragon Knight came in a second too early, trying to re-engage on the Doom. And when he did, he only got hit by the Fade Bolt, and the chain lightning came through here from the Doom was enough to get the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, bottom lane, PMA going to be left alone as Alberca already moved himself into the jungle. Looking to the hand of Midas here on the Nature's Prophet. And this just frees up the Disruptor to be able to move himself away. I mean, PMA, he's got himself... Force Majeur's got himself towards the level 6 as well, off that solo lane XP. But PMA just got himself a free lane. So going in towards the Vanguard, he's not going to be able to be... Oh, excuse me, Alberca's not going to be able to harass him down with the treants as well as the right clicks, because PMA just shrugs it off with his Vanguard now. Mid lane, it looks like, yeah, Chira Jr. is able to come in with the Meteor Hammer now as well. The Disruptor looking for the deny. Which way is it going to go? He does, he gets it, but he gives away his position. The two supports rotating in. They won't be able to get the kill, not like on the top lane here. Storm Spirit TP's coming in though. It looks like they're going to back themselves away. Focus walks himself into the Remnant. 3 heroes here, and the Clown Cat is dropped. So, here's the chase coming on from the Tiny. So it looks like Force Majeure. Meteor Hammer's going to start on the top lane now as well. Yeah, I don't know about this Dragon Knight carry. I suppose they just wanted something that does well. GSV, though, got the juices still going towards the Falcon's Blade. Like, if you were going to go for that, I would have just played, like, I suppose not off lane. Because, both the... Ooh, Astral comes out. Did they actually get the kill onto him now as well? The toss back. Yeah, there's going to be Meteor Hammer as well. A lot of damage coming out into the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight, though, with the Dragon Form. Chira gets the kill. He drops the Sanity's Eclipse. Chira Jr. well, Primal Beast will be coming into this, and Chira Jr. does he have another Astral? The Pulverize comes out now as well. Even get the stuns in, neutrals are going to get involved, but he should be able to clean up here. DK Focus, the Infernal Blade, and Storm Spirit's out of mana, and the Doom comes out now as well. They get the kill onto 2 of them. DK Focus cleaning those ones up, but in the trees, one more right click. PMA takes him down. Might even be able to go into Force Majeure now as well. Force Majeure has a toss up. No Avalanche, the glimpse comes back, whereas that trample damage going to come through. He will be popping it out now as well, but the toss into the neutrals. So he just said, thanks very much. It helps me get the farm while I get the kills. And the saving this right click here. No, Daze will get it down. He was getting low. He was getting low. So he just says, I have to take the kill. Otherwise, the Tiny might kill me himself. Yeah, a 3 for 3. You do lose your carry, though, and your mid laner. The response is that DK Focus goes down. Bottom lane. Chira Jr. looking to get aggressive and got the juice, has to hide himself away. Again, this Falcon's Blade. It's a big choice for God the Juice. He's going to go back for the Hand of Midas. Yeah, he can see that he's fairly far behind in his mind. I mean, look at the net worth on the board. He is behind the Nature's Prophet. He has to go in for this Hand of Midas. It will help him take down buildings in the Dragon form here, this Hand of Midas. The extra attack speed will be nice. And obviously the gold, the experience helps him catch up a little bit, but he is behind this Nature's Prophet because the Prophet just went straight into the jungle. He's got 2 levels above him. The Hand of Midas has been out for a while now as well on this Nature's Prophet. So the Dragon Knight, to change his mind from the Falcon's Blade. Telekinesis comes up. PMA, does he want to try and dive on into this? The Onslaught comes through. Was a Pulverize. It's going to be the Trample being stolen here by GSV. So he does get that Trample damage off, but GSV, the Pulverize will be used. Yeah. Jess not able to get that full trample damage off. Wouldn't have been surviving through that anyway here. He's got the juice. Pops the Dragon Form now. We're looking for this Dragon Form to push down the Tier 1 tower. As Alberca gets the Tier 1 tower on the top lane. Do they actually want to come in? This Tier 1 tower is too low. Yeah, with the siege creep in here now as well. God the Juice will be able to get that last hit. And even if the TP came in from the Nature's Prophet, as soon as he took that Tier 1 tower, he wouldn't have been able to defend it. So Juice, how is he looking? I'm surprised he's not built up the Glove of Haste first. No, he changed his mind again. Blink Dagger to come out here. Okay, so how's PMA looking? PMA's got himself the Soul Ring, the Phase Boots here as well. Going towards the BKB. Alberca.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's got the Piggy Pull. Hand of Midas coming off cooldown. Yo, you've got to use it now. You've got to get that efficiency, Alberca. But yeah, no, for the most part, it's looking alright for here for the Nature's Prophet. Again, top of the net worth, the Doom's here as well. Did the Doom go back? He didn't go. He did actually go back for a Hand of Midas here on DK Focus. Top lane, DK Focus. Does he go down? The Doom comes out. They get the stun out with the Infernal Blade, but the trample damage, it still comes through. PMA, the Glimpse will be used here. DK Focus. Does he go down? TP in from Alberca. Static Storm will be used. The Cookie for the Storm now as well. He get the stun. The Scatter Blast. Where is it? It actually doesn't connect. DK Focus. He's going to live. He's no way he's going to live through this. The right click. Riddies gets the kill, but it will cost Riddies his life. And now the Primal Beast, he's out of that Doom. It does wear off. He's trying to use the trample through the trees, but Force Majeure will be able to get the chase down. Onslaught comes through. At least PMA will be away.
Warriors of the wood.
And yeah, okay, so at least the Primal Beast doesn't go down because he is 5-0-2, so that would be a hell of a lot of gold to give over to the Doom that you just don't want to.
Radiant's middle tower.
But this one's looking a little bit more rough here now for the side of Navi with his carry Dragon Knight. He did actually go back for the Falcon's Blade, so he bought out for that Falcon Blade top lane. Pulverize comes through, the Cookie for the extra stun now as well as that Pulverize wears off. And the trample damage, well, the toss up into the air, but the chase down coming through from the Primal Beast, even with the Phase Boots to slow down on the Scatter Blast. One more right click, and it's actually going to be going the way of Daze, who gets that glimpse off, claims the kill. The Pulverize was stolen by the Rubik though. So if they're able to find up a good opening, I suppose, you know, you've got to be careful of the Vortex to come through here as well. The Cookie in mid-air. The Pulverized stuns, the mini stuns might be nice. But GSV, it is a risky one without a Blink Dagger to try and come up. If you say hey to someone, hey, let me Pulverize you. With telekinesis to drag back. Speaking about drag back, the Vortex comes out to get the kill onto Chira in the bottom lane here. Dragon Knight, they want to go for this. One more right click. He's going to be able to get it. He does got the juice. The Dragon Form ticks him down with the poison. And he wasn't able to deny himself to the neutrals here, Chira Jr. TPs will be coming in, but the Storm Spirit, the Dragon Knight, both already away. And that DK now starting to climb in terms of net worth, only about 100 gold away from the Blink Dagger. So it's looking okay for the Dragon Knight once again. Is behind the two heroes with the Hand of Midas, but the Blink coming out into the BKB here for the Dragon Knight. As PMA just continues to trample down these Radiant creeps. How's he looking on the Primal Beast? BKB gonna be 2.5k away on the Primal Beast, but he's making good time. I mean, again, he's second, third in net worth. Behind the two Hand of Midas heroes in the Doom and the Nature's Prophet. Oh, Jesfi though, they're going to rotate in. Do they actually get the jump? He's standing in behind. Do they want to try and re-engage? Static Storm, they've got the silence down, so the Vortex from drag back. He's going to be able to come in with the Pulverize. The damage is in. He's going to be able to get the kill. The Doom will fly through onto the Storm. The Spawn Spirit should go down, but they get the kill. Surely they get the kill onto Chira Jr. Chira, he drops that Sanity Eclipse, but both of them, DK Focus should be next. The stun comes out, but the glimpse back. They should be able to get the kill onto the Doom. Alberca now TP's in. It's going to be a good double avalanche here to take down the Primal Beast. The Dragon Knight, if you want to join in, he's got that Dragon Form up in the next 15 seconds. The Hex now, or is that drag back onto the Nature's Prophet? It's not the Hex, it's just going to be the Cookie. In mid-air, Alberca gets the kill. It's going to be the Piggy Pull. Yeah, Dragon Knight, I mean, 3 heroes are dead on the side of Navi Jr. Goes for that Dragon Tail, the glimpse back now as well onto Force. But can they get the kill onto Dragon Knight? Dragon Knight, he's only got 2 points in his Dragon's Blood now as well. He pops the Dragon Form, but the Fade Bolt will finish the kill. And Cybercats, well, the Zip Zap in the Storm Spirit, it's going to be able to come right back alive onto Force Majeure and get this kill onto the Tiny. Okay, so, what was that, like a 4 for 4? Yeah, 4 for 4. Only the Disruptor and the Nature's Prophet getting out alive. The Storm Spirit at the end there. And yeah, the Dragon Knight without this BKB. I mean, again, if you're going to play that this way, the Falcon's Blade is nice. It means you don't have mana troubles. But if you're going to play this, like this, you may as well have just gone into something different. You know, put the Dragon Knight into the... I mean, no, the Primal Beast having a really good offlane. And the Dragon Knight was picked up early on, so it was kind of hard to shift that once the DK was picked up, so they weren't able to. But again, just go into a Radiance, go into a Manta Cell, go into the Ags. Just opting for the Falcon's Blade, it just slows down your Blink Dagger. Yeah, if you're going to play that way, just go straight Blink BKB. The Falcon's Blade's alright, gives them a bit more survivability on the health. The mana regen's going to be nice as well as that extra little bit of damage, but it's just a rough Dragon Knight game, it seems. As Alberca continues to farm, going towards his own BKB, already has the Mithril Hammer up. He's about 2,000 gold away from completing here on this BKB for the Nature's Prophet. So we're going to have a really good timing on that. Oh, the Tiny. He's going to be spotted out. The jump in, the Dragon Tail, the stun onto the Tiny. Pulverize will be used. They should be able to get the kill with the follow-up cookie. Yeah, PMA takes him down. Kira? He's just straight up going to leave. He's like, yeah. I don't want to be here. So just backs himself away. I suppose, I mean, NAVI Jr., they still have the 7-kill lead over the Cybercats. You know, Cybercats now able to find a couple after that big fight, after that 4v4. And it looks like, you know, it's NAVI that's hunting here. NAVI Jr. is the one to hunt. DK Fogus. He's got the Doom back up now as well. Did they get the static storm lockdown? They do. There was that connect field, the glimpse back onto the Doom now as well. You want to go for this, the backline jump. They get the kill onto the Rubik. He might be able to go for more. I'm surprised there was no glimpse back here onto Fogus. And now it does come through, but he's going to be able to drop this Doom. Is he going to be able to get himself away? The BKB comes out. Anything to stop this TPO? There is not. DK Fogus. It cost him a BKB charge and 90 seconds cooldown on that. But he will be able to get out with his life. Which is more than you can say for the Rubik. And I think the DK popped the Dragon form for this, so they're looking to push down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Yeah, he did. Level 11 there as well. It's not even the level 2 Dragon form.
Dire are scanning.
Meanwhile, level 13 here on the Nature's Prophet, again with his Hand of Midas. Alberca is just starting to swing ahead. He's being hunted, though. The glimpse comes out. Did he have the lockdown? The Dragon Tail, the Multima Kids, he doesn't have his BKB just yet. And the Dragon Knight's in here. Alberca, he tries to run towards it. Going to be able to get the kill. Riddies and Raymond actually pops the Arcane Rune as well, so he's going to be able to get the kill. Did he go on to the Jesfi now as well? Was that sips that forward? The Vortex coming up in 5 seconds. Dragon Tail with the blink. He could go for it, but Jesfi behind the trees, behind this tier 2 tower. Raymond's looking for it. Jesfi's going to show. Which shows... I don't know if they have the vision. Chira Jr. going to TP in now as well. Raymond's going to be low on the mana. Telekinesis comes out. They have the lockdown. The banishment comes out. Starting with the Meteor Hammer. It's going to be cancelled now as well. JSV, you can try and do what you can with the Breeze Fire, but Chira Jr., it looks like they have the lockdown. They have the Pulverize. They have the kill. The buyback comes through from the time, but Chira Jr., he's dead. And Navi Jr., they're just looking to leave. Maybe leaves the Snap 5 behind. So there's this sacrificial lizard crocodile thingy. He's going to go for the TP. Oh, the cheek here. And Force, he knows he has the kill. He just waits till the last second there of the TP. The tips, I mean, yeah, the tips for being cheeky enough to try it. But he did have that kill potential, and there was no way for Riddies to get himself out alive.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
But, you know, you gotta have fun with these things. Especially when your team took down 3-4 heroes off that gank rotation. And forced out a buyback from Force Majeure as well. Days. What's he going to be? The Boots of Burn? He's already got his drums. Yes, okay. So the Primal Beast doesn't need to get the drums. It looks like it is going to be going the way of the Disruptor. OD. He wants that BKB. About 1,000 gold away from the BKB here on the OD. How far away is the Nature's Prophet as well? Prophet's got his BKB up now, going towards the Glepnir. Already has the Maelstrom, so just needs the Rod of Atos into the actual Glepnir recipe. Raymond... Oh, actually, they're going to be able to get the double damage. He takes it now as well, and got the Juice has to retreat, because there is a Doom available here on the Doom. So you don't want to get Doom from the Doom, because the Doom will be able to chase you down when you've been doomed from the Doom. And it's just not fun when you get doomed by Doom. So Smoke coming through here from Navi Juniors again. 21-12. Jump in for the Storm Spirit, they get the lockdown here. They're going to be able to go into the OD again. He doesn't have that BKB. Multi-cases get committed here. They might even be able to go for more. The jump in on. Do they want to go for the Doom here? They do. They get the Doom onto Primal Beast. Primal Beast will be taken down. Telekinesis onto the Disruptor. The cookie comes out. DK Focus. He pops that BKB. Is there going to be a jump in after the fact from either side? It looks like not. DK Focus, the double damage rune will be wearing off, but Navi Jr. just backed themselves away. They lose the Primal Beast. They get the kill onto Chira. Which, it isn't a bad trade. The mid laner for the off laner, I mean, net worth-wise, okay. The off lane is a bit richer than the mid laner, but in the mid lane, they get the kill onto Dace. They even go into Riddies now as well. Looks like Riddies will be able to get himself away. The kinetic field was dropped, so he's buying time for Raymond as well as the Dragon Knight here. Got the Juice to find the farm. And Juice is about 300 gold away from the Blink Dagger, so this creep wave should be close to enough with the Flag Bearer creep as well. Yeah, he's going to have it now as well. So he has the gold here for that BKB recipe. He will let his profit. Top lane. got the back of his teammates behind him. It's still the first Roshan as well. 21 minutes in, neither side really bothered about going towards that rush this early on. Rayman, he gets himself the pound through now as well. Bottles that one up, so we'll be able to use the charges. Yeah, the DK wants to go straight in towards the side. So the Dragon Knight, again, it is a similar build to what you see in the mid lane and what you see in the off lane, but he has started to recover a little bit. You know, he started to go towards the axe. He's got his BKB coming out. He started to recover net worth-wise after they've taken a good few fights, and he's found himself 8 assists and a kill here on the Dragon Knight. They're looking to pressure down now as well. He's got this Dragon form coming through. But yeah, he's still going to be a ways behind the Nature's Prophet. If they can find a nice couple of kills on the Prophet, maybe got the juice picks up and, you know, evens this one up with the tier 2 tower. Will take some pressure as Cybercats, they move themselves into the pit. They're going to go for Roche. And it looks like Navi Jr. don't have an idea this is going on. They're not even going to try and contest onto this. So the Aegis, who do you give this to? Because Chira Jr. has been caught out a good couple of times. Alberca, though, it is going to be the Nature's Prophet. Alberca is your carry. More than likely the hero that you want to be giving it to. Just so even if he does get caught out, he has that second life.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Radius doesn't even have the shard. He's going to try and use the little shredder on the tower now as well. There is a fortification to come out from Cybercats. So Navi, they were going towards it. See the fortification coming out, just immediately turn tail, back themselves away. But speaking of tails, Dragon Knight, Dragon Form will be out, trying to go onto this tier 2 tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
With his team behind him. Tier 2 tower on the top lane now from Navi is going to get pretty darn low. But Cybercats don't overcommit for this. There's 3-man smoke coming through here from the side of Cybercats. You do have the Prophet that can TP in to join you. You don't have... Odie doesn't have the Boots of Travel, right? No, he just went for Power Treads. So if you went, the Navi were grouped up as 5. You still have to wait the 3 seconds for the TP in for the Nature's Prophet as well. Which was, in fact, he used it to get to the other side of the map. So that would have been a 3v5 fight, even with the Doom. With his ultimate and the BKB being up, I don't know if it would have been enough. Mid lane, Chira Jr. has that BKB, 9 seconds on this BKB as well.
Haste! Looking for me!
There's Raymond. Well, going to be able to back himself away. Yeah, didn't get imprisoned, didn't get the jump on. The Storm Spirit here as well, going towards, he's got his Witchblade, got the Sanjin Kaya. Falcon's Blade here is for him as well, so he wants to go straight into this Aghanim Scepter here on Raymond, which is good. If you can get the jump in, yeah, it is really nice lockdown that sets up the rest of the fight. In fact, if you can get the Vortex in and the Fulp here from Daze going towards that Aghanim's Blink Dagger, but the Aghanims can come out first with the help of Raymond if Raymond gets his Ags up as well. Because that Vortex drag back and then the Static Storm over the top, you know, if you can deny them those BKB activations here, he's only about 700 gold away, this Disruptor. Doesn't even have himself the Philosopher's Stone. About 700 gold away from being able to pick up his full Ags on the Daze, and Daze having a really good time on this Disruptor. While this is going on, Alberca, look at the pressure of the tier 2 tower top, so it looks like they're going to go for tier 2 tower trades. As the DK just freshly into this Dragon form here, looking towards his tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. Yeah, Aghanims for him, it's still about 1600 gold away for the Dragon Knight. Force, he's got the Blink Dagger. Does he want to try and contest this, though? I mean, there's 4 heroes around. Static Storm comes out. DK Focus, though, does have the Doom. This is going to delay the Aghanim Scepter for days, just a little bit. He gets killed off, and Alberca will take it now. The Glemmy is going to be dropped as well. He's going to kill into Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit. He's going to be able to go for that dive away. There's TPs coming out from everybody. It seems like only PMA is going to go down. In the bottom lane, Storm Spirit going to go for the dive. Not actually going to go for the TP.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
So yeah, they lost Daze in the river, which sets up Cybercats just to be able to go for a mass TP in and find the fight. Scout comes out from the scan. Raymond, though, is going to be seeing the Glemmy come through now as well. Raymond, he's not going to be able to get the walk away. He dies way after the fact, but yeah, 20 seconds in. Alberca with a great TP. Chiro as well as Tiny. Looking to set this one. So Cybercats again, right back in this. I don't think they've lost the net worth lead. No, they've not. From the initial bounce coming through from the early game in the first couple of minutes, the net worth, even though the experience and the win probability has dipped in favor of Navi, they've never lost the net worth lead because they have the Doom with the Devourer as well as his Hand of Midas. They have the Hand of Midas on the Nature's Prophet as well. And you can see that the Dragon Knight, he's fallen about 6,000 gold behind here. So that's 2/3 of this actual overall net worth gap. Meanwhile, GSV gets scouted up by the wards. Do they have that Sentry Vision now as well? They do have the reveal with the dust. So the Glimpse comes back onto the Rubik. The Cookie, though, he has that stacked storm that he stole. The right clicks, it'll be more than enough to get the kill. And Radius does take him down. Did he go for more? The Onslaught comes in. The Tiny, he tried to jump in to disrupt this now as well. The Pulverize should be the trample damage. And they want to go Pulverize maybe onto Alberca, but Chiro Jr. is going to have this imprisonment. No, the Dragon Tail comes out, so he does get the Pulverize. And they take the tail, they pop the Aegis. Chiro Jr., the reveal comes through from the dust. Chiro, does he want to go any further? There's this Storm Spirit lockdown as well. Storm Spirit doesn't have the BKB, so Sanity Clips will be dropped, and so will the Storm. Maybe so will Riddies now as well. Is that Infernal Blade? Will the Thunderstrike slow down DK Focus? But yeah, Cybercats starting to lock Navi Jr. back in the face. It was still a good fight for Navi Jr. They took down an Aegis, they took down the Rubik, even forcing out the buyback from Force Majeure as well. But after the jump in from the Storm Spirit, the Storm Spirit was jumping in when everybody else was trying to get out. So they do lose the Storm Spirit there, which is rough. Juice. 600 gold away from his Axe. How's the Disruptor looking on his Axe as well? Just needs about 200 gold. I send his courier. He's got to be careful with his courier, though. There is a ward down that's going to spot this one. And DK Focus. Does he want to... Excuse me, not the DK Focus. The courier gets spotted out. The blink comes in. And the courier goes down. Daze, he loses both the Staff of Wizardry as well as the Blade of Alacrity there. What's the cooldown on the courier there as well? 2.5 minutes without this Aghanim Scepter. That is a big timing window for the side of Cybercats. And yeah, Daze... His courier gets seen by the ward. They just weren't paying it. Well, they wouldn't have seen the ward anyway. Obviously, the courier, no tree vision there on them, no gem, anything like that. But the smoke does come out. Roche is at least 2 minutes away here. That is just Doom Illusions. Don't fall for it. It is just Doom Illusions. They're going to pulverize. Okay, fair enough. And now, Navi Jr. give away the positioning. So, Cybercat's going to go for a smoke wraparound of their own, and this is going to be the real one. The Doom comes out here, BKB, off by the Primal Beast. Can they get the lockdown? They are going to be able to get the lockdown so that the Stone gets used. But Daze will die. And Primal Beast just has to go for the runaway. They've lost 2 heroes here. Cybercat's great opening for them. Storm Spirit just wants to get himself back into the base. Primal Beast looking for that TP away. The Doom does wear off, but Onslaught... GSV is so close, they don't have the vision. PMA, you've got to leave here, buddy. Telekinesis underneath the tier 2 tower. That's stolen Dragon Tail now as well. He could have just gone for the Onslaught right back through the base. Instead, he gives up his life. Yeah, rough. I suppose he couldn't have done, because the BKB was down and the Telekinesis comes out there from the Rubik, so we could have looked for the TP out as soon as that Doom wore off. But he just hung around the trees a little bit too long, and they were able to get the kill onto him. Top lane now as well. Alberca looking for the damage onto the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit again. No BKB here for the Storm. Has to be careful about getting locked down, because I'm pretty sure Alberca with a Gleipnir would be able to get the kill onto the Storm Spirit. Mid lane. The Cookie comes out. Godjuice going to be forced back. How far away from that Axe is he? He does have it up now, but not in time to pop that Black Dragon form, so it does come... The DK form comes out first before he gets the Axe Scepter. Force going to be able to use the Ogre Seal Totem to get himself out of danger with that Thunderstrike over the top. Did he get the jump on though? Yes, Storm Spirit, the Stolen Dragon Tail. Lemony lockdown, got the Juicy Pops. I mean, he's still going with that Dragon form now as well. The Backlines, Hero Jr. taking a lot of right click damage. They both pop that BKB, but DK Focus comes in, drops the Doom onto the Dragon Knight. He's going to go down. Yeah. That ain't great, mate. The Avatars comes through here as well, onto the Disruptor. And honestly, after looking so good in that first game, Navi, they've lost this one. I don't know how they get themselves back into it. Yeah, Gleipnir comes out into the Primal Beast now as well. The Sprout will be used. They've got the lockdown from the Stomp coming through from DK Focus. And the Disruptor, he's dead. He's not got that. I mean, when he respawns, he's going to have the Axe Scepter, but he's not going to have the Static Storm. And Cybercats, they're looking to break the base. Step up here. Chiro Jr. as well as Force Majeure looking to step up onto this tier 3 tower. Fortification will be used. But yeah, it just seems, again, this Dragon Knight carry just really has not pulled. It's not cut the mustard. It's really not been impressive. And there was some alright starts here from the side of it. I mean, the Primal Beast was picking up kills fairly often. The DK, though, just not being able to build any momentum with the rest of his team. As Alberca just continues to look to farm. Yeah, look at this Nature's Prophet. Take a look at the net worth chart. The Nature's Prophet has nearly double the net worth of the Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight just never got going. You know, he was thinking about the Hand of Midas to try and keep pace with the Nature's Prophet. And I think if they'd have done that, because, I mean, NAVI, there was a point in the game where they were winning every single fight. So if he'd have gone for the Hand of Midas instead of the Falcon's Blades, which he did sell, this Dragon Knight might have been fine. And yeah, look at it. All of them, all of the tables climbing in favor now of the side of Cybercats. It's rough. When you're trying to fight into the Banishment comes out there as well. He didn't look like he used the BKB here on the Primal Beast, so that Pulverize, it will be stopped. He tries to get himself onto the Rubik on the back line with rumble damage. Static Storm comes out. Mortimer Kisses will be flying through now as well. The Vortex into that. Did they get the kill? They do take that on focus now as well. PMA gets taken down by Jess V. They might even be able to go for more now as well. God, the Juice of Toss comes in. The Cookie, it doesn't matter. Alberca gets the kill. Will still be stunned up here, but it's going to be the two heroes from the side of NAVI. Trying to run themselves away. Cheer's got the blink forward. Was that Banishment? If he wants to use the Astral Imprisonment, doesn't even need it. As they get the kill onto Daze, Alberca TPing himself forward here. They are angry after the first game here on the side of Cybercats, 29-26. And again, I think if the DK had gone for that Hand of Midas, because there was a point where they were winning the fights, you know, they were shutting down the Nature's Prophet, they were taking him off the board. But Alberca with the Hand of Midas and Dragon Knight with not. It's just easy. In fact, they get the TP in now as well. The Telekinesis comes down, the lockdown. Prophet even TPing himself in here. They get the kill, and he's just going to be able to come right back into the lane at level 25 with a 0 cooldown TP. Just push out the space once again if he wants to. No, goes into the Ancients. Okay. You know, Storm, look at the zip zap in. At least, I guess, forces out the BKB here from the OD. But yeah, this one's slipping through Navi's fingers. They were taking some great fights, and unfortunately with the Devour, with the Hand of Midas, with the two heroes, Cybercats, they were just always able, even if they lost the fights, just always able to keep pace. It's not completely over just yet. Even though the win probability gives them 3%. Yeah, Navi, they just cannot win the fights. And yeah, the Dragon Knight, again, just under half of the Nature's Prophet's net worth. The dive comes in. Alberca gets himself an Aegis. I think this might be the game-ending fight coming out now as well. The Pulverize, it was stolen from Jess V. You already knew that was coming out after you had it done back to you in the first game. So Cybercats, that Pulverize, that was what they were looking to steal to get the setup there for the Rubik. 3 heroes dead. The Dragon Knight coming just back alive now. But Alberca with the Aegis, with that Satanic coming through as well. They're looking to break the space. They're looking to take down Mega Creeps and end game number 2 in their favor here on the side of Cybercats. And again, 34 minutes in, so it's a little bit quicker than the last game, but they will get that base break now as well. They get the stunner here onto the Primal Beast. Where's that BKB? Gets used from the Doom, and now PMA throws his out as well. The Pulverizer though onto Chira. Is this a base defense? No, Alberca on the back lines. He's cleaning up everybody, and it looks like they're just gonna be able to clean up the fights, clean up the kills, clean up the base, and clean up game number 2 on the way of Cybercats. Yeah, even the Storms for it, it's gonna be a full 5-man wipe before the game ends, before that Ancient pops. See that Navi not as comfortable in this game as they were in the last game on the cams. You know, you can see some forlorn faces coming out here from the side of Navi. After a good start, Cybercats able to pull it back in their favor. And we'll take a look at the charts. And again, the net worth was always climbing the way of the Nature's Prophet. Yeah, Alberca 12, 2, and 14. The Dragon Knight 1, 6, and 9. The Dragon, I know they picked it up early on. They were trying to flex it, but the Dragon Knight even had to. Let me take a look actually. On the actual item build. See if I can see this for the Dragon Knight, because I'm pretty sure he bought into that Falcon's Blade and he just had to sell it. And it was, yeah, he really never got his way going. So yeah, about, when did he sell it? About 25 minutes in, sells it to finish it off the Ags. I don't know about 28 minutes in, he finishes it, sells it to finish off the Ags. And again, just never really got going. Maybe if it had gone for that Hand of Midas, it maybe would have gone the way to the side of Navi Junior because they were winning the fights. You know, they were taking some good fights, but the net worth always swinging in favor of the side of Cybercats. So Cybercats going to be able to take game number 2. Forces to our first 3-game series of the division. We'll be back after this break to see which way it's going to go. Cybercats, are they going to take it with a reverse sweep, or Navi Junior, will they be able to get themselves back in? We'll find out after this break.